My name is Reggie Power and I'm doing a focus group for my production. Basically, my idea is about a group of friends, I'm thinking 4 or 5 people. They go into some private property and it's owned by a cult. It's a horror movie, by the way. And the cult aren't very happy with them being on their property and starts to slowly kill off all the characters. I've not got too much of an idea of like a plot yet, but I know I want to do a lot with colour, and I want to do like at the start it'll be more of like almost a comedy, like feel good thing, but a lot of like bright nice colours, oranges and stuff,
and then like a kind of big
Sounds
like
a bit
drop.
like Midsummer vibes.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that one?
Yeah. And then halfway through, when like the first death or like you first see the cultists, it will start being more bluish tones.
Are you gonna have the horror bit be comedy slightly as well, or are you gonna just go from from comedy straight to horror?
I'm gonna ease into it. It's not gonna be like a dramatic shift in colour, but I want to like maybe there at least like see some strange things, and every time something happens it gets a bit more
You know
dull.
what I love in like film? I love like that kind of, and it's really fun to research as well. It's like cult and like the whole religious kind of horror. Like I love a religious kind of horror.
They're really messed up.
And like I feel like you can make it like really like beautiful to watch as well.
Like Midsummer's a
big
beautiful
crosses,
film.
You could have like crazy costumes.
crazy costumes.
I was having in mind I'd be doing the entire thing in like a forest or like around a woodland area.
You could find like there's so many cool like old houses. I feel like you can use like there are like if you ask Felix, like he's been to like loads of like really cool abandoned like kind of creepy.
One in Beaconsfield as well.
Yeah.
Do
There's
you
so
want
many.
an abandoned, or do you want it?
Or is it just like a wood?
Like, do you want a house?
I was thinking I could do a scene like in an abandoned building, like as a place they find in for like safety.
Yeah, because like cults, they can't really use it in everyday. Like I mean, they do.
You know, sorry.
No, you go.
You could use the pod in my garden.
The pod.
I've got this like wooden egg structure we built in my
yeah.
garden, and you could use the woods in there because it's not a house, but it's like a
You
weird,
can make, but
it's like
you
a
can
weird,
make things look like as in like if it's like what is it, like a kind of egg chair sort of thing?
No, it's like a little tree house, but it's not in a tree. It's just like on the ground, and it's like egg shaped.
Oh, that's really
And
cool.
there's like to get in, it's a trap door.
Oh,
so you have to
really?
go underneath it to climb up,
Yeah, that
and then
could
it's
be
a
pretty
trap
cool.
door
And like
to
with
get in.
also like with camera work and stuff, you could make that look like a house. You could film in different locations and kind
Well,
of
it's
almost
only-
build a house in your
It's
film.
only one room. That's
No, but as
the
in
only
like
thing.
if you were using like the trapdoor, for example,
Oh,
then you could
yeah.
use another filming
You could
location
have,
as the
like-
main part. Like,
Yeah,
you could do,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you could build a
Like,
house in your film.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
cannibalism and like all
Yeah.
gross.
I was.
You want gore? Do you want?
I do want. Yeah, I want a decent amount, obviously within like what I'm
Reason.
capable of.
Yeah.
But I want.
Yeah.
I would like quite a bit of blood.
You know what you could, weirdly, and I don't know why this is the first film that popped to mind. I don't know if anyone's seen the Foo Fighters horror movie. I found out about it the other week. It's so. Have you seen it? It's called like Studio 666. It's a horror comedy, and it's like the Foo Fighters. Like they're like renting out this studio, and then there's like something that possesses Dave Grohl, and he kills all of them off one by one.
Oh.
But it's just I don't know why that's come into my head because it's just the way it was like it was a horror-y, yeah, comedy horror. But it was the way it kind of followed the same structure. They all get killed off one by one, and they don't. The other ones don't really know what's going on, and they don't know
like
who's doing it or what's happening.
It's kind of satire, isn't it?
Yeah, like you could almost, but it's still like when I was watching it, even though it was satire and even though it was even though it was like funny, it was still kind of scary because they did it in a way that it was like you were laughing along with the jokes, but you weren't laughing at what was happening.
Yeah. I feel like this might just be me, but like I feel like the comedy side could be quite like difficult to pull off. So if you pull off the comedy side as well as the horror side, like that.
I'm not trying to make it like too fun, but I just want it to be like light.
Yeah, light
Yeah,
airy
light,
kind of
yeah.
before
Yeah,
it drops
and not
into
necessarily seem like
I don't know
they're
because
gonna
when you
die.
say cult, my like head just goes like to like the most.
Weird
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
And
Cult
there's
is a
this-
really good one because it's
there's
so
this,
like
like,
You
twisted.
can think of crazy stuff.
There's this like film. I don't know. I forgot. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. But it's got like I feel like it's a bit culty, a bit religious-y. It's not funny. It's definitely not funny. But it's like really old and I don't know, it just like looks so cool. It just makes you like go, oh my gosh. Do you know what I mean? But I'll try find it. It's on my save.
Hereditary is kind of
Yeah, I need to watch that. Actually. I haven't watched
Hereditary.
it
So
yet.
good.
Blair Witch, I know it's not cult,
I
but
did
that's
that in my
obviously
analysis.
that's obviously a good one because it does have, as much as you
Yeah.
don't see the cult, it's got that kind of aspect to it.
I was also
Hereditary.
thinking of using like a bit of found footage at the start, maybe in the opening
Yeah,
credits or
do
something.
like a little camcorder kind of.
Yeah.
There's also this also like comes to mummy, you're like saying about cult and stuff. There's a season of American Horror Story, Roanoke. It's like it's like the worst series of the whole thing, but it's about like these people, they move into this house and the land that they're on is kind of taken over by this cult.
Yeah.
It is genuinely like
That's
terrifying.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's really, really scary, but it gets like really into like the twisted kind of sides of cults and stuff. Like even if you just watch one episode of it or like a summary of the series on YouTube,
Yeah.
that could be quite good because it does like dive into like the really weird side of like
Okay.
cults and stuff and why they're killing them and like and it's quite like a slow progression of it, which I feel like is like if you want to kind of not, I don't know, like go into like a slow progression of it getting worse and worse and worse. It kind of does that. It gets darker and darker and darker until like the very end. And it's just like the last episode is just like a complete like
I feel
what
like
is
you
going
could
on.
do.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say
If
it.
they're like, are they just like innocently exploring like land, or do you think
Yeah, they're more just like
they could
going
be
for a
like-
camping trip, I was thinking.
really? Because I feel like it could be, if you want to do like camcorder kind of thing,
Yeah.
they could be filming their like own film, like oh we're like trying
Yeah.
to discover the cult, like
Like a mix
find
between
out.
found footage and other footage. That could
find
be cool.
out
And they
stuff about the
actually
cult,
find it and
then
they're
they
like,
actually they're like
"Oh."
shit, like, and then obviously the cult doesn't want everyone to know about what
Yeah.
they're going
Yeah.
on behind closed doors, so obviously they're getting killed off one
Yeah.
by one. I feel
But
like that.
you
quite
could
nice.
look into like almost like social media and stuff because that would be like a good thing to include to like kind of make like relatability of it using like social media or like they're doing it because of social media, which I feel like is a lot of the reason why a lot of people do things that end badly nowadays. Is like you
Yeah,
see
they're
on
trying
social-
to document.
like
it
weirdly
and-
Logan Paul, that video,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
doing that because like,
Oh,
I wonder
yeah.
if Paul finds something, guys. Oh, and then he like posted it because people
Yeah,
just
he
want
got
to
a
get
lot of
attention
hate
on
for that,
online, and it always ends badly most of the time if it's
Yeah.
something extreme. So you could kind of go down that route at the start of it,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I feel like a camcorder could be really cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you everyone. You've been very helpful.